welcome to another week of EB4L TV. And it was an up and down week for the Eshay lads on FIFA, as I'm pretty sure we didn't lose to any other team except for one team, Fareham United, who you'll get to meet very shortly also, and you'll see them throughout the whole video. They did manage to rape us, and they highlighted a major flaw in FIFA for me, and this was that heading is just way too overpowered. No one seemed to be able to mark him, and no one even seemed to be able to defend him. But the thing is that he was not even good at playing up front. Like, when he was in the midfield and I was marking him, he just had absolute donuts. He couldn't run anywhere, he couldn't like confuse any defenders or anything. Just apology before there, my replays weren't working this game, hence why it just looked like it froze. And yeah, so Fareham United, I'm pretty sure if you look at their one guy, his name's Drogba, pretty sure his actual character's name was, and his game tag was your old mate Nick. I'm pretty sure all of his goals were headers, and it highlighted a massive flaw for me. In this game, we have brand new player known as Max. He was Aguela, I don't even know how to pronounce his name. He played up front for a couple of games, but he left because of lag. Good old James on the left wing there, and then our first introduction of Costa, who's on the ball now in the hub up front at the moment. Since our main striker Bevan is out with a no Xbox injury. A classic little finish coming up here. Yeah, nice and tidy. Also, did anyone else play? Oh yes, we'll get to meet the delightful Giorgio later on in the episode with his joyful laugh, his calm head in the box. Sorry if I sound a bit different. I am suffering from a cold at the moment. Nose is pretty blocked up. I got a bit of pretty sore throat. Nice little own goal for myself here. That's what happens when you actually defend. You know, you win some, you lose some. That's how it goes. Against good old Fareham FC. So, and look, we thought, maybe we could have won. Nah. Probably should have marked him. Yes, I should. Maybe the other centre mid could have done it. Oh well, that's life. Today I just sort of wanted to talk about FIFA's overcompensation. And it's a real reoccurring theme across FIFAs. I think, because now, everyone clearly complained at another header, far out. Everyone clearly complained about pace being overpowered, blah 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 blah. So what they've done is they've tried to cut out pace, but instead they've made tall people better. They can't just balance it, they have to make one thing better than the other, it seems. And you can see that heading and strength is just definitely going to become a major factor here. This team is just so frustrating to play, it's just ridiculous. But yeah, and I was thinking, other examples where this happened. I think we look at FIFA 10, FIFA 11, how OP finesse was, and then FIFA 12, FIFA 13, finesse was just not even worth using because, it wouldn't curve as much or blah blah blah. It's just so painful to watch this crap on commentate. Oh my god. You'll see me back out of a couple games later from playing this team. And I went and looked at their club. Guess who'd scored all their goals? Your boy right here. And, I feel that FIFA's just never going to be balanced because of EA doing this. Like, I'm going to see people like me complaining, and a lot of other people complaining about how overpowered corners, crossing, and headers are. And they'll nerf that like crazy, and there I go. You're gonna nerf it like crazy, and I'm sure pace will eventually come back. The game will just get slower next year, but that's life. Although, I just want to say, we do play more games than what I do record. It's just some I time out, some I'm not there, some I just can't be bothered setting up to record. But I do record most games. But of course, if you do want to see the full results, feel free to check out our EA Club page, where there's a link to on our channel. class little finish there from James. But it was a good week in the Pro Club. Got enough victories on the board to retain Division 7. Very slow progress. Very slow progress. We haven't been relegated or near relegation. We just seem to drop off towards the end of the season. Oh well. Also, I thought I'd just talk about general Eshay lab play. It used to be back in the FIFA 12 days. It was a lot of me burning down the wing and crossing it in. Oh, and this is this is me trying to dribble some AI defenders. Probably didn't go down too well. Oh well. Pretty sure we're not winning this game. What did though? But now it's far more. It's very counter-attacking. You score a lot of sweaty goals. And it's generally a lot of just midfielders seem to be finding space outside the box. So not too many headers anymore. It's generally, but our attacking does come from the wings. We never build up the same wing midfield because it's always way too congested there in any FIFA game because most other teams, especially in lower divisions, don't get wide, don't spread the play. This leads to just massive clump in the middle. And most lower division teams play 5 in the back, leading to more clumping in the middle. So we generally start our attacks out wide, but then end up cutting in and playing in narrower. Fair FC again. I don't think it'll last too long in this game. Because it's just crap like this. Wait for it. Oh. It just is 5 minutes in. He was sitting us down and schooling us on how to play 14. But I don't know, I can't see any of us really sort of sitting down being like, I'm going to sacrifice pace. You play every single FIFA of using pace. It's very hard to change that. This is what, I mean, come on. Come on, that is ridiculous. Rewind and watch that. And he just hit a volley from over his shoulder. Like, as good as Ibra is, I don't think even he could hit that and get it to tip over the keeper. That's another thing. Shooting is overpowered in this game. As you will see in the last clip of the episode, I hit a pretty ridiculous shot with a pretty average pro. But, yeah, this is a very typical Eshay Lads goal. Sort of narrow passing, but I think what we've got to understand here is it all starts with me setting in at centre defensive mid. I'll normally find Manny or Costa in the midfield who'll dispatch it to either Max or Giorgio or James out wide, and then we'll come back into the centre and find the striker and just find a bit of space and tuck it away neatly. I think that's really what FIFA 14 is going to be all about. Look at that. Just dance past midfielders. And my final thing I just want to say is the discredit that you get in midfield for defending. If you score, your rating goes up. That's it. If I make 8 out of 9 tackles and 3 interceptions in a game, I'll pull a 7 rating at best. I hate FIFA in this way that goals is the only way to play a good game because, you look at Champions League final last year, Javi Martinez completely just commanded the midfield and probably should have been given man of the match. But no, because Robin scored a goal, he therefore got man of the match. It's an absolute joke. Maybe that's just me. Maybe that's me wanting recognition for playing the boring role in the game. But anyway, last clip coming up here. Sorry for the really average commentary, I'm just wrecked. And need to get some homework done, to be honest. Hope you've enjoyed this episode, and as Marcello would say, this goal was an absolute stunner. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. Hope you enjoyed the new transitions. See you next week.